Hey everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Speak Better English. I'm Mia, and we're so happy you're here today. Whether you're listening while driving to work, taking a walk, doing the dishes, or relaxing with a cup of coffee, thank you for spending a little time with us.
And I'm Leo. Today, we're talking about something that's useful not only for learning English, but also for making better friendships, building stronger relationships, and feeling more confident whenever you talk to someone.
That's right. Today's topic is how to have better conversations. If you've ever admired someone who can walk into a room and comfortably talk to almost anyone, you might think they were simply born with that ability.
But here's the good news. They probably weren't. Great conversation isn't a natural talent. It's a skill. And just like learning English, it's something you can improve with practice.
Exactly. By the end of today's episode, you'll learn simple habits that can make every conversation more enjoyable and help your English sound much more natural. Leo, let me ask you something. When you think about a really enjoyable conversation, what comes to mind?
For me, it's a conversation where both people feel comfortable. Nobody is trying to impress anyone. Nobody's dominating the discussion. Both people are listening, sharing ideas, laughing, and enjoying the moment.
I completely agree. Sometimes people think the person who talks the most is the best communicator.
But that's usually not true.
Exactly. A conversation shouldn't feel like an interview where one person keeps asking questions.
And it shouldn't feel like a speech where one person talks for 10 minutes without letting anyone else join in.
I like to compare conversations to a game of tennis.
That's one of my favorite examples. In tennis, one person hits the ball, the other person returns it, then the game continues.
A conversation works the same way. One person shares an idea. The other person responds. Then they ask another question or tell a related story.
That's what keeps the conversation alive.
Let's talk about something that many people completely overlook. Listening.
It's funny because whenever people ask how to become a better communicator, they expect advice about speaking.
But surprisingly, the best communicators are usually the best listeners.
Exactly. Think about the last time someone gave you their full attention. No phone, no interruptions. They looked at you, listened carefully, and responded thoughtfully. How did that make you feel?
Probably appreciated. Maybe even respected.
That's the power of active listening. Imagine your friend says, I had such a stressful day at work. A weak response might simply be, okay. And suddenly, the conversation ends.
But imagine replying, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? Now you've shown empathy and curiosity.
Exactly. People enjoy talking to someone who genuinely wants to understand them.
Now, let's talk about questions, because not all questions are created equal.
That's so true. Some questions stop conversations. Others help them grow.
Can you give us an example?
Of course. Imagine asking, did you enjoy your vacation? Most people will simply answer, yes, and that's it.
The conversation suddenly feels stuck.
Instead, try asking, what was your favorite part of your vacation? Now the other person has to think, share a story, maybe even tell you about an unforgettable experience.
That's called an open-ended question. It can't be answered with just yes or no.
Here are a few examples you can start using today. What do you enjoy doing on weekends? How did you become interested in that hobby? What's something exciting you've learned recently?
Notice how every question invites a story instead of a single word.
Here's another habit that can instantly improve your conversations. Stop answering with just one word.
Let's imagine I ask, "Do you like reading?" You could simply say, "Yes." Technically, that's a correct answer, but it doesn't help the conversation continue.
Instead, try saying, "Yes, I love reading mystery novels because I enjoy trying to solve the mystery before the ending."
Now I have something interesting to ask. Maybe I'd say, "Really? Who's your favorite author?" Or, "What's the best mystery book you've ever read?"
Exactly. Complete answers create new opportunities for conversation.
Leo, can I ask you something personal?
Of course.
Have you ever felt pressure to sound smart during conversations?
Absolutely. A few years ago, I thought I always needed the perfect answer. I wanted people to think I was intelligent.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
But then I realized something important. While I was busy thinking about my next impressive sentence, I wasn't really listening.
That's such a valuable lesson. People usually don't remember the biggest words you used. They remember how comfortable they felt talking to you.
Exactly. Instead of trying to impress people, try to understand them. Curiosity is much more attractive than showing off.
Every conversation eventually reaches a quiet moment. What should we do then?
First of all, don't panic. Silence isn't the enemy. But if you'd like to continue talking, use what I call a conversation bridge.
I love that expression. What's a conversation bridge?
It's simply a sentence that naturally leads to another topic. Imagine someone says, "I recently started learning photography." Instead of saying, "Nice," try asking, "That sounds interesting. What made you decide to start photography?"
Or maybe, "What's the best photo you've taken so far?"
Exactly. Those questions invite stories instead of ending the conversation.
There's one mistake we should avoid: turning every conversation into an interview.
That's right. Don't just ask questions. Share your own experiences too. Imagine someone tells you they enjoy hiking. You could reply, "I've only been hiking once, but I loved being surrounded by nature. I'd really like to do it again."
Now the conversation feels balanced. Both people are contributing, and that's what makes conversations enjoyable.
Let's finish with a few expressions that native speakers use all the time. That sounds exciting. Really? Tell me more. I've never thought about it that way. I completely understand. What happened next? That's a great question. These little expressions make you sound interested, friendly, and engaged.
Before we finish, we'd like to give you a challenge. Tomorrow, try using these 3 simple habits. First, ask one open-ended question. Second, listen without interrupting. Third, give a complete answer instead of just one word.
It sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how much these small changes can improve your conversations.
Let's quickly review today's lesson. Listen more than you speak. Ask open-ended questions. Give complete answers. Show genuine curiosity. Use conversation bridges. Share your own stories. And remember, great conversations aren't about saying perfect English. They're about making a real connection with another person.
I absolutely love that. Every conversation is a chance to learn something new, not just about English, but about people. And don't worry if you feel shy. Confidence doesn't come before conversations. It grows because you keep having them. The more you practice, the more natural speaking English will become.
Before you go, we'd love to hear from you. What's the hardest part of having conversations in English? Is it finding the right words, understanding native speakers, or feeling confident enough to start talking? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Hey, if today's episode helped you, share it with another English learner. You never know who might need a little confidence boost today.
Thank you so much for listening and spending part of your day with us. Keep practicing. Keep asking questions. Keep connecting with people. And most importantly, keep speaking English.
We'll see you in the next episode of Speak Better English. Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Happy learning.